What are you doing, man?
I'm waiting on you. You gonna get over here so we can record Chills Down Your Spine?
I thought we already did. Didn't we just finish?
We didn't finish. We
didn't?
quit.
Oh. Why did we quit?
Because the genie told us to. Welcome to Stoopid Movies, where we watch them because you can't.
That's right. And this is part 2 just for you.
Yeah.
Oh, see, coffee is flowing through my testicles now. So we're doing part 2 of Chills Down Your Spine, an indie movie filmed locally here in Lincoln, Nebraska from Dead Lantern Pictures. The second part of the movie was also directed by Matt Kister and starred the same people, and Steve Eaton and Megan Garcia, among others.
So we're just going to go ahead. I'm going to skip all of the what's it about and all of that crap because we already did it. If you don't know, if you're coming into this in the middle, go back to the last episode and it will explain to you everything.
We're going to pick it up right after the intermission.
Which was Hysteria! Holy shit, this was funny.
Yes, it was.
So this is kind of a murder mystery.
Yeah.
In my mind. It's a group of girls who go to this house and get murdered, and they're trying to figure out who did it.
This one was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And the ventriloquist dummy
was
thing
hilarious.
Was funny.
I thought it was shot really well, too. It was very stylish, the angles and the way they did things. But I think, to me, the biggest thing was just the way they did the take on the ghosts.
And the setting was good. The atmosphere and the tone was good. It was comical. But then, they kind of throw in kind of a killer aspect to it, which was pretty neat. And the lighting in this was awesome. Again, they as a whole, they
really nailed the lighting.
Man, and all these look great. Yeah. Quality and production value. And it's impressive.
Yeah.
Because.
I'm going to give it an 8 out of 8. I loved it.
Okay.
It was great.
I'm going 7 out of 8 on this one.
That's fine.
Yes, it is fine, Adam. What is next on the platter of stories?
Blood Model.
Oh, yeah, this one was cool.
I like this one a lot. This one was so tense. The twist was great. I mean, I kind of expected it was. I didn't have it pegged that specific, but I knew there was something there.
Oh, yeah.
But holy shit, it was so tense.
Yeah, it had a very suspenseful tone to it. For the first part of it, you're like, oh, well.
This is obviously what it is.
This is what it is, and then it takes a turn, and I didn't really see it coming. When I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it.
And the twist made sense. We've seen so many times where you get to the twist ending, and it's like, well, when you really think about it, that doesn't make sense.
Right.
But this one, it made perfect sense. It was logical that, oh, sure. Duh, why did I not put that together?
Again, these guys know what they're doing. The writing's good.
Yes.
The storytelling's good. And the execution is good. And it helps that they're shot competently and looks great. Yeah, so I like this one. It was interesting. It was different. And I dug that. So this one, I'm going to go 7.5 out of 8.
I'm right there with you. I liked everything about it. It was fun. It was different. So I'll give it a 7.5 out of 8 as well.
Yeah, nice.
It was really good.
Heck yeah.
The Whirlpool of Night. This was the film noir one.
Oh.
The black and white. Yeah.
Boo.
Where it was a thief. They were setting up basically it was a robbery story.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too far because anything's going to give away the ending on it.
Yeah.
I like film noir. I love film noir. That era to me is just fantastico. Rob does it. He's a Philistine. I like it.
The hell's a Philistine?
I like the twist to it.
Okay.
It was a little bit different for a film noir movie. You don't see that very often. And I thought it was kind of slow. This one slowed the movie down quite a bit.
I'm just going to flat out say I don't remember much of this one at all. So to me, this one is incredibly forgettable.
Yeah.
I'm not a film, and I believe the first one had a black and white film noir one too, and I wasn't a fan of that one.
It did, and you didn't.
I don't know. This one I could not get into.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get interested in it.
Well, and it had things in it that you're not a fan of too.
Right. But that's not to say bad things about it, because it's well done. That and people like it, they like it. But I didn't like this one very much. So I'm going to give this one 1 out of 8.
Oh, ouch. We're a little apart on this one. I liked it okay. It wasn't my favorite. I thought it was better than the cowboy story.
Okay.
But it wasn't as good as literally any other one in this. This was my second least favorite.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 8 because of reasons. The one I can't get into because it spoils the whole story on it, but there was stuff in it that I really liked that Rob doesn't. And if you know us, you know what that means. The Gallery of the Things Beyond. This was the one that was a play.
Okay, and this was the last story.
This was the last story.
Okay, this was the Lovecraftian-esque one, if I remember correctly.
It was. You are correct.
This one was cool. I love Lovecraft type monster stuff and stuff like that. And this was pretty neat, and I like how it was the play, and then I don't really remember what exactly happened. This one gave off void vibes of like the Void.
Yeah,
I like that. I thought the acting was fine, the setting was fine, the atmosphere was good, the effects were pretty good. The makeup effects were really good.
The makeup effects were great. Dude, I love the Cthulhu mythos. The Lovecraft, the whole Cthulhu mythos.
That's Cthulhu or Cthulhu?
I always said Cthulhu, but I've heard both ways.
Yeah, me too.
We should dig up Lovecraft and ask him.
So comment below if you know.
Tell us which way you pronounce it. I liked it a lot. I thought the makeup was great. And I liked how strange it was. Of all of the stories in this one, this was the strangest one.
Yes, it was.
I like that.
Yeah, I dig that.
This one was my favorite of all of them.
Okay.
Surprisingly enough.
All right.
And it didn't have the things I normally want in a movie. There wasn't really any gore. There was some mutation,
bit, but
very little gore. There was no nudity in it.
Right.
All of the things that these are Adam's checkboxes weren't in this, and it was still my favorite. What would you give it for a score?
So you gave it 8 out of 8.
I gave it 9 out of 8.
Oh, hot dang, man.
I really like this one a lot.
Nice. Yeah, I'm going 7.5 out of 8 on this one. Heck yeah!
All right. The only other story we have to talk about is the one we haven't talked about yet. Fuck, I'm an idiot. So we haven't talked about the wraparound.
Technically, it's 2 wraparounds.
No, it's one.
Right.
Split into 2 stories.
Which I thought was awesome.
So there are 2 stories going on at once. You have the one that we already talked about, which was Jeff trying to get back with Sabine the genie. He goes on the hero's journey.
Right.
He has to fight a Cyclops and all this shit. He's
a cannibal mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
And that was great. And then you have the other part of the story, which is Sabina, and what's happening with her, where a masked serial killer
who sounds like Bobcat Goldthwait
gets her and is going to torture her to death because reasons.
Yeah.
I never did quite get why he wanted to do it, other than, it's fun to torture genies. I get that.
So Megan Garcia plays Sabina and Maktuna.
The
two who play sisters. And she, basically shows her boobs the entire movie.
Pretty much.
Right?
I'm actually not going to even comment about that part.
She did great.
She was a lot of fun in this.
Yeah.
Dude, hilarious.
Yeah, her and Steve Eaton. I think they got great chemistry. Obviously, they worked together in the first one.
Yep.
Steve Eaton's character is probably my favorite thing of these movies, and I love, Steve Eaton's reactions to.
He's freaking hilarious.
They're fun to watch the whole time, and he is hilarious. He flips out a few times, and it's great.
Yep.
In the car and whatever. It's just funny, man. I could watch that dude all the time. I like the wraparound had their own little stories.
Yes.
Leading up to the end, which is great. I thought that was kind of original.
It wasted no time.
Oh, God.
The wraparound was boom, right into the story.
Yes. And if you know us, especially me, if you say, pacing is huge.
Rob has a very short attention span.
I do.
Yep. And for an almost 3-hour movie, pacing is important. I don't think we've really, really given enough credit for how funny the wraparound is.
Yeah.
Holy shit, is it funny.
Yeah.
And how self-aware it is, because they're constantly making references to it being an anthology, it being a movie.
How the sequels are better.
Sequels are better.
Had a whole unique perspective on things, and the writing was great. The acting was awesome.
I really appreciated that it was cohesive.
Yes.
We've seen a lot of anthologies where the wraparound is kind of throwaway, and when you really sit back and think about what the story of the wraparound was, you're like, oh, that was dumb.
Yeah.
But this one, you could take all of the wraparound scenes out, put them together as one solid movie instead of a bit here and there, and it works.
It'd still be its own little movie.
Yeah, it'd be a good short.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man.
That's it. I don't know that I have much more to say about it. I loved it.
Well, we're going to wrap around this thing up here.
We got to rate the wraparound. So what would you give the wraparound?
I'll give this one a 20 out of 8.
Holy shit. Seriously?
Yeah, well, I mean, I would, yeah.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah,
that's fine.
20 out of 8 on the wraparound. I love it.
Yep. So I said that the Calling of the Things Beyond was my favorite, and I actually, it's true but not true, because the wraparound is my favorite part of this movie.
Right.
And I'll give it a 20 out of 8 as well.
This is a first in Stoopid Movies history. We've never given anything that high.
Above a 10.
That's true.
We've never gone above a 10 out of 8.
Bam, well done. As a whole, this movie is pretty fun. I think it's a solid sequel. It wastes no time. It gets to the point. It follows kind of the same kind of idea as the first one with the wraparound telling the stories and stuff. But I love that, some returning characters, so it's a direct sequel. The stories as a whole were pretty fun. Just a few kind of weak ones I didn't like. Like I said, the film noir and the Western one, I feel could have been gone. And
we had that in the first one too.
Yeah.
Where there were one or two that we were both like, you could have taken those out.
But there's going to be a fan base for it.
Yeah.
So I get that. And the anthologies, that's always the case. You're never going to, very rarely do you like every single one. Yeah. But as a whole, it's fun. The acting's fun. The lighting is great. The production value is awesome. The fun factor is there. You get engaged with, especially the wraparound story. That's my favorite part as well. To the whole thing. Ditches otherwise would be my favorite.
Yeah.
But as a whole, it's just fun. I would recommend checking this out when it's released. I believe it comes out next month in September. But this was fun, man. I think this was more fun than Shivers, and I like Shivers quite a bit.
Yeah.
So as a whole, I can't wait for people to see this movie, and I hope you do. It's indie, support indie horror. These guys know what they're doing, and I can't wait to see them make more. I hope they do like a Halloween anthology sometime. That would be really cool. That would be great.
Yeah.
I love that it's local, and I'm ranting on, but I don't give a turd. So there's so many cool things about this movie. Check it out! So I'm going to give this movie as a whole 8 out of 8. Bam!
I absolutely love this. I loved the first one. You remember when I watched it, how excited I was to make you watch it.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, God, another one of his movies. This is going to be shitty. And then you watch it and you were like, that was great.
Yeah.
Every now and then you can pick good movies. And,
True.
And this one, when I found out they were doing it, I creamed my pants right there at work. I jizzed right in my pants at work. I had to spend the whole day with a jizz stain in my pants. It was kind of uncomfortable. Do not do what I did and watch this movie in one shot. It's a little bit too much to watch in one sitting. It really is.
Intermission.
But they tell you that.
Yeah.
At multiple points, they tell you that it's okay to stop. It is an anthology. You can watch one story here and one story there and you're fine. I didn't, just because I needed to watch the whole thing for the review today. So don't watch it all in one sitting, but do watch it when it comes out.
Please do.
Fucking absolutely buy it. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you do crowdfunding for the third one, put me down. I am already supporting it.
Stoopid Movies, man. Have your back.
Like, I love these two movies so much, and I want to see that third one so fucking badly and see where they go with it. I thought it was creative. It was hilarious. It's small writing and it's dark down here.
It was old and your eyeballs suck.
That's true. It was so funny to me. I was laughing all day yesterday watching it. I'm not going to get into, all the details. You go back and watch our hour worth of reviews so far and you'll know what we think about it. When I finished, I wrote Rob and I was like, what's the most above out of 8 that I can go? And your words were, go nuts, do whatever you want.
I said the score is limitless.
So,
limitless.
I'm giving this movie 1,000 out of 8. Even though it's almost 3 hours long and I just watched it, I'm probably going to watch it again today.
It is a lot of fun.
When it comes out, buy it. Support these guys any way you can, because when we say support indie horror, these are the people we want to see getting the support. They've got a great fucking production company going on over there.
Man, Dead Lantern, check them out. Give them a follow on Instagram and Facebook.
And I'm not just saying that because I know they're all going to watch this and because I know they all live in Lincoln.
Right.
And could probably kick my ass.
Again, it's a local movie from Nebraska. That's awesome.
I always love local.
So just, Nebraska's not only corn, people. Quit thinking that.
I mean, it's basically only corn.
Well, it is, but there's more to us than corn.
That's true. We also have cows.
Support them. Go check them out. Tell them you're excited to check this out.
Yes.
Tell them we sent you. That Stoopid Movie sent you. And if you like this mumbo jumbo stuff that we're doing, like and subscribe. Comment below.
Out of the 10 that we explained, write down below which one you're the most excited to see.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
Just based off of our description.
Right.
Yeah. Which was really bad in many cases.
Go tell your friends about us. And all that. If you don't want to, just do it!
Yep. Check us out on Facebook.com/StoopidMovies.
Yep.
You can follow us on Instagram at StoopidMovies, at Dr. Sketch Turner, at The Horror Punk.
Yep.
You can email Rob, StoopidMovies@Outlook.com.
Yep.
And I'm not even going to make a joke on this one about penis pictures and Rob, because we watched this movie specifically because the people from Dead Lantern reached out to us, and they were like, hey, we loved your review of the first one. Here's the second one that's going to be out soon. Would you be interested in watching it? Yes, we were, very much. If you have something that you're proud of and you want us to review it, knowing it's going to be a fair review and we may not like it, let us know. We're happy to watch it. In this case, I loved it.
Yeah,
1,000 out of 8.
That's not always going to happen. There's going to be times where we don't like it.
There will be times.
We're going to be honest and funny.
And we're working on being more sensitive about not being mean to people.
All right.
Anyway.
Well, okay. Check us. We already said all that. So,
bye, friends.
Keep up the great work. Bye. That's part 2 of Chills Down Your Balls. Spawn.
Chills down your balls?
Chills down my... I have chills in my weenie. I'm going to summon a genie to take care of my weenie. Keep up the good works, guys. Can't wait to see what you guys do next.
Sorry, I was thinking about how can I get a genie now.
I know, right?